When you've lived a long, beautiful life, you earn the right to be yourself, but sometimes, without even realizing it, small habits creep in, habits that quietly push people away, even when your heart is full of love. Today, let's gently hold up a mirror, not to judge, but to understand. Because the truth is, a few small changes can make all the difference in how deeply we stay connected to the people we love. As we journey through life, we accumulate wisdom, experience, and beautiful memories. But sometimes, old habits settle in without us noticing. This video isn't about criticizing, it's about reflecting with kindness and making small adjustments that keep our relationships warm, open, and full of grace. Let's walk through 12 habits that, if left unchecked, could quietly build walls instead of bridges. 1. Neglecting personal hygiene. There was a time when I didn't notice how much I'd let myself slip, wearing the same shirt 2 days in a row, forgetting to comb my hair. One day, my granddaughter wrinkled her nose as she hugged me goodbye. It stung, but it woke me up. Taking care of ourselves isn't about vanity, it's about dignity. A fresh shirt, clean nails, brushed hair, they quietly say, I still value myself, and I value you, too. 2. Speaking without a filter. At 70, I thought I'd earned the right to say exactly what I thought, but when I saw my daughter flinch at one of my honest comments, I realized honesty without kindness feels like a slap. Now, before speaking, I ask myself, will this lift them up or tear them down? You can still be truthful and compassionate. That's real wisdom. 3. Wearing clothes that no longer fit. I had a favorite jacket from my 50s, worn, comfortable, full of memories. But one day, I caught a glimpse of myself in a store window, baggy, tired, invisible. That day, I bought a new jacket. It wasn't about impressing anyone. It was about respecting myself enough to show up in the world, present and proud. 4. Dominating conversations. I used to think sharing my stories made me relatable, but sometimes, in my eagerness, I steamrolled others. Listening, really listening, is a gift. Now, I pause, I ask questions, I leave space for others to shine. Conversations aren't competitions, they're invitations to connect. 5. Complaining about kids. These days, yes, the world is different, but when I complained, it made me sound bitter, not wise. One afternoon, my grandson said, "Grandpa, it's not that we're wrong, we're just growing up in a different time." Now, I ask, I listen, I learn. Respect flows both ways, and it starts with curiosity, not criticism. 6. Ignoring modern etiquette. I once watched a young man give up his seat for an elderly woman while I chatted loudly on my phone in a quiet waiting room. That's when it hit me. Respect is a two-way street, being mindful of space, of noise, of others' comfort. That's not just for the young, it's how we continue earning respect every single day. 7. Oversharing medical problems. After my hip surgery, it was all I talked about. At first, people listened, then they started changing the subject and calling less. It wasn't because they didn't care. It was because I forgot to bring joy into the conversation. Health struggles are real. But life is bigger than ailments. Balance your stories, share your victories too. 8. Being stubborn about outdated beliefs. Change isn't easy. I once dismissed new ideas with, "Back in my day." But when I stayed rigid, I shut out possibilities in people, learning to say, "Tell me more about that." Open doors. Growth doesn't end at 60, 70, or 80. It just asks us to stay open-hearted. 9. Moving without spatial awareness. I never meant to block aisles or bump into people, but when I moved without noticing others, I made life harder for them. Small courtesies, staying to one side, minding my space, send a powerful message. I'm still part of the living, breathing world around me, and I care. Making jokes that don't age well. What was funny in 1975 doesn't always land well today. One awkward dinner taught me that the hard way. Now, I try to use humor that lifts people up, not puts them down. Laughter is still magic. It just needs a little more thoughtfulness along the way. 11. Acting helpless. When you're not asking for help is brave, but pretending you can't do something just because it's easier robs you of your own strength. I started carrying my own grocery bags again slowly. Surely, it felt amazing. Independence, in even the smallest things, is worth holding on to. 12. Needing to always be right. Once, I corrected my grandson mid-sentence. He shut down completely. That's when I realized being right isn't worth more than being kind. I've learned to say, "That's interesting, tell me more." It doesn't weaken my wisdom, it strengthens my relationships. Growing older isn't just about surviving. It's about refining who we are, softening the edges that life's storms have left behind, and showing up with grace. None of us are perfect, and these habits don't make us bad, they make us human. But when we choose to see them, to shift them, even just a little, we send a powerful message to the world. I'm still growing. I'm still reaching out. I'm still here to love, to listen, to shine. Aging isn't a closing chapter. It's a deepening one. And every day, we still have the power to inspire, to connect, and to leave the kind of legacy that truly matters, the one written in the hearts of the people around us. Leave a comment below. Which habit surprised you the most? Which one will you gently work on starting today? Like, subscribe, and join us here at Golden Life USA, where growing older means growing richer, deeper, and stronger every single day.